Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Kingdom of England. You can see right here there's a massive Scottish army led by Donna McDonagh, perhaps, and we're going to have to counter him with good old Oliver Russell here, so we're going to build our massive army right in the way of that general. Well, unfortunately, now that we've added that unit of feudal knights, we are not able to attack, so we're gonna have to leave that guy behind right here. There we go, and now we can attack. Otherwise we'd leave Paris woefully undermanned, and it'd be right in the line of sight, you know, he'd go and attack it. But before we get to any of that shit, let's just quickly, as always, look at our notifications. The Magna Carta has been signed. Magna Carta was written because of disagreements between Pope Innocent III, King John, and his English barons about the rights of the king. Magna Carta required the king to renounce certain rights, respect certain legal procedures, and accept that the will of the king could be bound by the law. It explicitly protected certain rights of the king's subjects, whether free or unfree, most notably the rights of habeas corpus. Okay, so that historical document has been signed in the year 1212 AD. And look at this, Winchester is ready to upgrade, and we've got the cash, so I suppose we can do that. Get some stone walls for good old Winchester. London has built an inn, and I'm sure... I don't know what to build, actually. Let's build a shipwright, so we can build a hulk in London. Technically, London should have the best port available, but we've neglected it, I guess. But in Edinburgh, we might as well build an inn as well. Lyon has a farm, and we're gonna build some mines. We're gonna build some mines for 180 income from mining, which is not really a whole lot. It seems that the Lyonnese are squaring off with the Genoese here for some reason. Okay, let's see. We've got some recruitment going on. A lot of units in Bordeaux and Toulouse because, as we had seen in the last video, there was an Aragonese, well, it was the Aragonese king here with a massive army right outside Toulouse, and also, suspiciously, another army led by Captain Perrault right outside Bordeaux. So I wasn't sure if perhaps the Aragonese were going to launch an assault on our towns or not, but regardless, I need these units for the front lines, and I need to retrain this guy. There we go. Perfect. And I've sent a few units from Marseille to reinforce good old Bardicar Lyon. So there we go. He's got a massive army now, and he can march right the fuck on Dijon and not worry about the consequences. I suppose, well, we're blocked from continuing onward, but that's good. We'll be not far from the city just in case it gets attacked because, we've got to recruit some garrison units. There we go. Apparently, Inverness and Genoese have made good. They've kissed and made up. And holy shit, we've got a cardinal now. Leonard of Somerset is now one of our cardinals. But unfortunately, the Genoese also have Cataldo Supino has been, he has been promoted as a cardinal as well. So if we look at the College of Cardinals, we only have 3 now. And it appears that the Genoese maintain a fucking stranglehold on the College of Cardinals. I'm not sure why this guy got to be so badass. He has just been sitting in Nottingham the whole time, but oh my god, he's got a lot of traits here. I can see why he would become a cardinal. Our relations with the Papal States are perfect. Not exactly, though. We're still 1 pip short. So I suppose we'll have to throw a few florins at them. We'll give, I don't know, 1,000 florins, I suppose. That should be more than enough to buy that last pip, perhaps. There we go. Look at that. We are the most holy motherfuckers. Well, except for Hungary, of course. We are the most holy motherfuckers around. And also, Genoa is very holy, apparently. Alright, now let's get down to business. What have we got? We've got some units heading to Marseille to reinforce in Lyon. Clermont has a assassin, Edmond de Julier. Here he is. We have just recruited him, and he's already got 2 points of skill, so we're going to send him to Granada along with Robin Fitzwalter, who is the guildmaster of assassins. I had forgotten, but we're just going to send him to Iberia so we can get rid of some cardinals or, some heretics or whatever. Whatever needs to be killed, man. Like, we're all over it, man. Speaking of, we've got our priests in Granada.
Yes.
I think we only really need to leave 2 of these bastards. Oh my god, the Genoese have an army down here. Does that mean that the Genoese actually hold territory down here? That would be quite depressing. To get a better grasp of the situation, let's ask for maps from Aragon. See what they think of that.
I am afraid I must deny you today.
Okay, they'll give us 70 florins for maps. That's not really what I'm after. I just want maps. That's all it is.
Another suggestion from your leader? Forget it. We're not interested.
Oh, did I? Whoops, I fucked that up. Okay, never mind. I guess perhaps the Aragonese lands haven't really changed that much. No, they totally have. But I fucked up the diplomacy there, but we'll have to do that later. My worst fear here is that the not the Aragonese, the Genoese have actually captured. Yes, I think they have. They've captured some land in Iberia. Perhaps that is why Portugal is constantly warring with the Genoese. They're trying to push them out of Iberia. But we are converting, oh shit, the Genoese navies have gone after my, my navy here. Let's see, let's get our agents off this boat before we engage in this battle. There we go. Okay, we've got this in the bag. There we go. We sunk one ship, rather, and, we hardly took any damage ourselves. There we go. And Admiral Randolph has become a competent sailor. Look at that. He's got a command star now. Wonderful. I think we only need 2 priests in all of Iberia, so we might as well ship them off to Northern Africa here. I don't see... Let's see, actually. Let's get into it. No, all these fucking cities and provinces and territories are mostly Catholic due to the Genoese presence. These guys are... just fucking relentless. There we go. We sunk yet another Genoese navy, and Randolph has gained yet another trait. He's quickly rising to be the best fucking navy officer we have in all of the Mediterranean, because in actual fact we don't really have that many other admirals. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to drop off 1 or 2 of our merchants, both our merchants, rather, in the northern tip of Africa, and then we'll head towards Algiers and Tunisia to drop off our priests, because they don't appear to be too Catholic. But David Tyndale is just going to hang out around Granada. Oh my god, that seemed like a massive army. Yes, a massive army of Moors in Granada. And Ambrose of Doncaster is going to have to head towards Silve, and we'll try to get a line of sight on what I assume, or no, it's going to be Cordoba. We need him to head towards Cordoba to get line of sight on that Genoese settlement. There we are. Now, what else is going on? Yes, David of Salisbury is still just relaxing in Clermont. I think his army is receiving reinforcements. There we go. Now he has a lot of Malays, which I might as well just disband. And some feudal knights. We're still lacking in infantry, though. I need to recruit. I'll just bring some urban spear militia, I suppose, to take Bern or Dijon or whatever is in our line of sight. And also, now we got to deal with the Scots. Let's see. We've got Captain Cormac here. He is trying to assault Caen, but I have some professional units the other side of the fortress, as well as some militiamen behind him, so I'm sure we could just auto-resolve this right here. There we go. Clear victory, wunderbar. Wunderbar. And now we can just ransom these guys, I suppose. And the Scots apparently are stone broke because they just rejected that proposal. But there we go. We've got a massive garrison in Caen, and now we've got 2 professional units to join Oliver Russell. I'm not sure if that's worth it, though, because he might not be able to attack. No, I can't use these units to join Oliver Russell's army. But we have to attack Donna McDonough over here, and also we have to attack what's-his-nuts up in Inverness. Oh my god, McChenedig, perhaps. I'm not sure how that name is pronounced, but anyway, we have to attack him in Inverness. So I suppose we'll just jump in right now. I think I want to fight this battle because I have, like, I don't know, roughly half a stack. It should be interesting enough. I can't recall the last time I fought the Scots on the battle map. So here we go. Owen Vaughan is going to take Inverness, and holy shit, he has a lot of command now. How did that happen? But anyway, I'll see you outside the walls of Inverness.
Honor and glory await England, men. Attack!
So here we are. This is Inverness. I've chosen this side because it is actually the closest to the interior of the castle here. We can just puncture right through the gate into the courtyard. And, yeah, here we are. I'm gonna get my catapults to fucking let loose on these walls, scare off these Scots, and we'll have to get up and over these walls in other areas. I think this is the first battle where we have used spearman sergeants, though. Let's take a look at those guys. So on the left here is my Norman sergeants, on the right my spearman sergeants, and they look pretty badass, actually. They've got a massive coat of plates on, and they're actually wearing heraldry now. I suppose they actually decided that they do... Oh my god, they support the Kingdom of England. That catapult kind of scared me. But I've got the rest of my army just relaxing with all of my siege equipment. It's kind of funny, the Malays Petites seem to be the opposite of the spearman sergeants. These guys look like the spearman sergeants, my light men-at-arms, whereas my Malays Petites look like the Norman sergeants. Kind of odd. But anyway, we're just gonna speed right through this, smash a hole or two in this wall. I'm gonna get my siege equipment to be moving anytime now once we see these Scottish guys starting to run. We'll get all over it. Actually, I'm probably firing at the wrong spot. I want to scare off these Highland nobles, not the archers. We can take care of the archers, no problem, but the Highland nobles, not so much. They've got massive claymores and sweet kilts and ridiculous helmets. And overall, we just don't want them to be on... Oh my god, oh my god. Just flattened like 10 of those guys with some massive... Oh, even more guys, there we go. This wall, however, refuses to show any sign of weakness. There we go, it's starting to crumble. Any minute now, they'll have to run, or else they will face certain death. Here they go. Okay, now we've scared off the spearman sergeants and the majority of those units on the walls, so we can actually begin to initiate the assault. I'm gonna get my ram going nuts. Here we go. I might just hold off on these guys, actually. There we are. It's, if possible, advantageous to scare the enemy units off the walls, because you lose a lot... Oh, shit. You lose a lot of men just disembarking from your siege equipment and onto the walls. So if you are disembarking onto an empty wall, you know what? Just think about it. It makes sense. No resistance. It would be, much easier to take the wall that way. But I'm trying to scare the Highland nobles off this middle section here now, because they've just moved over is all they've done. And now our units are beginning to take arrow fire. I could hear it. They're firing at my units. We're slowly pegging these Highland nobles for all they've got, but I'm gonna have to tell my catapults to switch where they're firing, because we're about to hit our own units, because we are now... Oh, shitballs. Drop that thing, you fuckers.
Siege towers have reached the wall.
One of our siege towers has been lit on fire, and that is really unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. And there it goes, it crumbles. So my Malays Petites are sitting with their dicks in their hands because the tower has just crumbled. So I'm going to pull them out of archer range, and then we'll come around. But here we go. My light men-at-arms are now about to assault these high... Oh, shit. Here we go. Here's a battle for my Malays Petites. I've got a massive amount of spear infantry as well. There's not really a use for them at this point. Let's see. I'm going to grab my Malays. I'm going to try to do a charge from over here on these assholes. And my Malays Petites will have to rush to their aid. Their aid, of course, being my men, because they're going to be taking a lot of damage here. Actually going to pull back a bit. There we are. Redraw those lines. There we go. My light men-at-arms are now on the walls, and they're engaging those Highland nobles. And I'm sure that since we have 2 towers, this may go better than any other assault. You know, we've got 2 points of entry, so hopefully that'll go better. But unfortunately, well, actually, rather fortunately, I have managed to pull the Scottish light infantry out of their walls so I can flatten them with my cavalry. Here we go. My Malays are just dawdling into this combat, not doing much. But I'm still firing catapult shots at that wall, regardless of, you know, the fact that I've got my units at those walls.
Lord be praised.
Okay, my Malays are taking a few casualties. These Highlanders are kind of chopping them down, but my light men-at-arms and Malays Patates should take care of it pretty easily. My light men-at-arms on the walls, however, are not doing so hot. They've only killed like 10 of those nobles, and I think they're getting cut down themselves, and we really need to puncture through this wall right here so I can throw my cavalry through it. I don't think my catapults have enough ammunition to finish the job, though. But we can try to... Oh my god, my Malays are taking a few hits. Once I cut through these spear militia, though, we'll run over, we'll flank those Highland nobles. But here we go. My light men-at-arms and my Malays Patates are going to try to take out those Highlanders. Clear the gate, hopefully. I don't know what these guys are... Oh, here we go. These guys are actually climbing, and these guys are now getting into motion to take care of those militiamen. Let's not run through the gate, actually. Let us try to flank. If only I had more siege equipment, then I could scale up the walls where these other nobles are. Shit, even more nobles. I'm going to leave all of my units outside the walls. I don't want to charge through the boiling oil, but I can get these 2 units to attack these spear militia as well. The quicker we cut down those militiamen, the quicker we'll be able to reinforce on these walls here. Yeah, my light men-at-arms have been torn apart by these nobles and these Highland archers, unfortunately. They're going to be routing any time now, I think. The vast majority of the men have fallen, and that unit is basically no more. Unfortunately... Well, rather fortunately, actually, these Highland nobles haven't moved yet, so I'm going to get my archers in range to peg them with some arrows anyway. Yeah, we are definitely not able to put a dent in that wall, so my cavalry's a little useless at this point in the battle, but what can you do? We're cutting through those spear militia at an alarming rate. Alarming for the Scots, that is. I'm quite pleased with it. My light men-at-arms have actually done quite a lot of damage to these Highland nobles. I think the archers, though, are going to be able to push them back. Now, my archers, speaking of, are still moving. Oh, shit, I forgot to deploy them over here. Oh, yes, we originally showed up on this side of the wall, but I found that there was a massive Stonehenge right in the way, so I had no choice but to move the assault all the way over here. Who builds a Stonehenge outside of a castle like that? Or who even builds a castle so close to a Stonehenge? It's a historical landmark, my god. Have you no respect? Okay, my catapults are out of ammunition, and that wall still stands, so that's unfortunate for us. And my light men-at-arms, unfortunately, have not been able to take down those Highland nobles, so I'm going to have to send my Malays Patates after them, I think, to really seal the deal. Alright, let us wait for my archers to arrive. Just kidding, that's going to take fucking forever. What we will do, though, is avoid contact with that other unit of Highland nobles, if at all possible. And we're going to have to send in our spear units pretty quickly here. I don't know how to avoid the boiling oil, though. We may just have to charge right through. Like so. I'm going to grab these 2 units and send them in. Hopefully they don't get too roasted. They don't get too toasty. Okay, those Highland nobles are actually coming to me, which is not the greatest. I wanted to engage them before anything else, but unfortunately, my Malays Patates have refused to move, and, well, now only now are they getting into the fucking fight. I don't really know... I can't get my cavalry in there, so it's really up to these units to deal with all the enemy units on the ground here. These
The battle is very
generals,
much in our
bodyguard,
favour.
and other
We
assorted
remain true
units.
and steadfast,
Here we go.
victory will be
Let the
ours.
roasting begin. Okay, it's just a few of my Norman sergeants.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls
Okay,
belong
we've
to
captured
us
the
now.
gateway, but still my units are going to get fucking roasted, unfortunately. But I can just grab these units and get them to charge in to the battle. Hopefully, if I could draw a line. All right. Now, those Highland nobles, like, see, they don't have a shield, so I think they're going to be very susceptible to archer fire whenever my archers get around to killing them. My remaining infantry, though, is going to have to take on these noble archers, I suppose. Oh, man, all my fucking spear infantry has been tied up into these, this cavalry unit here. But my melee infantry, I can just draw into the ground here. I suppose I'll have to attack these Highland nobles eventually. My archers did not arrive in time to take them out, but we can try to put them on the walls, perhaps. See if they can do any damage there. We're gonna have to send these guys towards the courtyard, or perhaps to flank. I do need a unit, actually, to carry that ram to the courtyard. Now, my spear infantry, they're taking care of this general pretty quickly, I think. And then these two units, they're going to take care of these Highland nobles any second now. There they go. Start mowing them down like so many blades of grass. And then we might as well... Well, there's not much to do. We can try to flank, I suppose, but it's going to be a long route. So we have to go all the way around these assholes, and it's really just the general and Highland infantry, Highlanders, light infantry. We don't really need to worry about it, but we can take them down with archers if they get on the walls in time. We can draw them perhaps over here behind their flank. We can let loose like complete assholes. Now, my light men-at-arms have frozen in place and they refuse to pick up that ram. Perhaps it's because of the boiling oil. I can't say for certain, but there we go. Let's get them reformed and we'll grab the ram. Ah, they've actually done it. But they are going to get roasted a tiny bit whilst picking up that ram. And then they've got to turn around and head right back through the oil. And they have yet to pick up that ram, actually. And they continue to get roasted. What the fuck, you guys? Oh, there we go. We've got the ram. And now we need to ram that gate. Luckily, though, the remaining units, remaining melee units I have are going to be hot on the heels of any... Oh, shit. Oh, no. My archers are forced to fight noble Highland archers, and it's not going to go well. Shit. I'm going to have to divert some forces to ransack those guys. Any second now, they're going to run up there. Okay, my archers really need to pull back, capture these towers, etc. But there we go. My ram is now moving, and the general is standing by fucking uselessly. There's nothing he can do at this point. He's just got to watch it happen while we cut down the remaining Scotsmen. My spearmen are refusing to move. I think the Highland archers are going... No, here we go. We're charging up. We're getting into the combat. Yeah, my archers did not stand a chance. They don't have the equipment to deal with these guys. But my spearmen, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Oh, okay, they have... One man has appeared to try to pierce the hearts of these... Oh, shit, here we go. Now it's really going. Now we're fucking cooking with oil. Speaking of oil, we're trying to get to the inner sanctum here. And our ram is going as slow as usual. And we're losing quite a lot of spearmen, actually. And I'm quite certain it's to these spearmen, or fucking Highlanders. Shit, what have I done? No! Okay, I've accidentally called these spearmen sergeants off the fucking charge. And now they're going to be heading towards these Highlanders as opposed to, I don't know, attacking those archers as I had told them to do. Now, speaking of my archers... They are standing stupidly both on the walls and off the walls. I'm not sure why, but they seem to be frozen in place, as is usually the case with sieges in Medieval 2. Units get fucking stuck in place, and they don't do shit. Yeah, they refuse to move because I think it's these Highland archers. And unfortunately, we really need these archers to take care of these Highlanders because these guys are cutting a bloody swath through my fucking spear infantry. So I think I'm going to have to send in my cavalry to deal with these assholes. For some reason, these Highlanders are just fucking deadly. Like, no matter what you send against them, they just fucking wreck everything. But my cavalry should hopefully take care of them. See, the Highlanders, they've lost, like, hardly any units. Well, this one unit lost quite a lot of men, actually, but we took way more casualties in this siege than they have. But our ram is finally approaching the inner gate, and there doesn't appear to be any Scotsmen in this gate, so we could probably just... Oh no, there's some feudal knights. We could probably just knock down the gate, walk in there, attempt to... Oh shit, I think my cavalry has gotten roasted, actually. My general units have lost quite a lot of men. And we've got no option but to charge forward into the courtyard, and... Oh shit.
Only half the enemy
My
force
melee
remains.
infantry is being charged in the rear by those Scotsmen. Luckily, though, my archers are all over it. They're firing from the ladders into those Scots here. We'll fire at the Highlanders while my cavalry takes care of this other unit. There we go. And now my light men-at-arms are heading towards the portcullis to knock it down. There we go. My cavalry should make easy work of these Highlanders, and my infantry should take those knights down. Perfect. And there's only like 6 bodyguardsmen left, so we should be ready to kill that Scottish general anytime now. Okay, we have actually taken the walls, apparently, so my archers are kind of useless at this point. So I suppose I'll have to bring them down from the walls. But there we go. We are now charging towards the courtyard, committing all of our forces to taking down these Highlanders and the general.
Long before our enemy's defenses fall.
And then we've got all of our spear units left to deal with that last unit of feudal knights, I suppose. There we go. We have taken down the Scottish general. And his name is... Findlay Mchenedig. Sure. Okay. Now those Highlanders are routing, and we're now ready to fucking storm into the courtyard. Well, I think the Scottish fate is certainly sealed here. Oh shit! They've got a unit of Highland nobles up on the walls as well. I think the Scottish fate is sealed here, though. The fate of Inverness is in our hands, and so I might as well. I'm just gonna speed through this, and I'll see you with the stats actually. So there you have it, an average victory. The siege of Inverness. We lost 1,000 men, but we killed only 950 Scotsmen and captured an additional 100. So I would say that's about average. But with this, we have actually pushed the Scots out of Scotland and the British Isles themselves, and that's fantastic. So there we are, we have actually conquered all of Scotland, and now the Scots have been subjugated to Flanders, and we could push and take Bruges, Antwerp, and Ham, and perhaps actually Metz when they take it, if they take it, but I have been dying for peace, so I would actually consider a ceasefire at this point, after we take out Donna McDonagh over here, and then, you know, once we take out the Genoese, we'll be at peace finally. So let me know what you think about that. Peace with the Scots after we've taken Scotland. We'll leave them in Flanders for now, and we can subjugate them later. And at the same time, we'll make peace with the Genoese once we take Dijon and Bern. Let me know what you think about that. Do you think I should push towards Bruges and Antwerp? I'm not sure, but anyway, everyone, I think I'm going to leave it pretty much here. I can't think of too many things we need to do, except for shuffle units and agents around. I think that's, for the most part, it. So, as always, everyone, thank you for watching. I will catch you next video.